and now let's count move values in the very common endgame positions. We will start from that corner. I'm sure that this position happened in many games of yours. And did you know how big is it to capture 2 stones of black? So now just use your favorite method and try to count it. Alright, so if black plays first, then we know what is the local result. Black has no points and white has also no points. And then if white plays first, white captures 2 stones, and let's say that black answers. What is the sure gain of white? White captured 2 stones, black captured 1 stone, and no one has any points on the board, which means that the local result is 1 point for white. So the sure gain is 1 point. And how about the continuation? Well, if black doesn't capture the stone, then how big is it to connect? White gets 1 point of territory and saves 1 stone. That's a 2 points move. So the sure gain was 1 point and the continuation is worth 2 points. Using the addition method, we get the value 1 plus 2 divided by 2. It is 2 points. Oh, and was white's move sente? Well, the next move was worth exactly twice the sure gain, so we could count it either like gote or like sente. You would either say that it is 1 point sente for white or that it is just a 2 points move. We move to the next example. This is a position after a common joseki, a double hane after a san-san invasion. How big is it to block the corner? Well, if black blocks it, then the expected result is that black will play this atari, this is black's privilege, and then white will have no points, and black will have 4, 7, 13 points. So the result is 13 points for black. And what happens after white's move? If white plays first, then we are not sure. Is it sente or a big gote? Should black answer? Well, if black doesn't answer, the next move of white is white's privilege, right? White can play this in sente and this. So at the end, black has 6, 7 points and white has 1 point here. So the result is 7 points for black, 1 point for white. That's 6 points for black. And in the other variation, we had 13 points for black. The difference is 7 points, which suggests that the move is worth 7 points. We just need to make sure whether it's sente or not. So we need to think whether black will answer white's move. Let's look again at the original position. White played hane and black could block the corner. Then the expected final result will be that white will connect here and black will need to add a move. What is the local score now? Well, black has 4 plus 6, 10 points, and white has 1 point. That's 9 points for black. So like this, black protects 3 points, makes sure that white doesn't get 3 points in sente. Black's descent is a 3 points reverse sente move. Is it twice bigger than the sure gain? Well, think again, the sure gain is 13 minus 9, that's 4 points, and then black's answer is worth 3 points in reverse sente. That's like a 6 points move. 6 points is not twice bigger than 4 points. 4 points was a sure gain, the continuation is just 3 points in sente. This means that white's move shouldn't be treated as sente, and the expected final result is that white will use the privilege and as a result will gain 7 points. This was a 7 points move. So you can just remember that in this position, white's hane is worth 7 points in gote. And we can move to the next example, maybe even more common. How big is it to play such a hane in the corner? Well, if black plays first, then we have it clear. Black has, let's say, these 3 points, and we can say that white has 0. We will count only up to here. And what happens after white's move? If white plays and black's answer, then what is the sure gain? White would have 1 point and black would also have 1 point. So white for sure gained 3 points. How about the value of the continuation though? Well, this is a bit more tricky. We need to imagine that white plays here and count the expected local result after this move. But what is it? Where will white play next? Well, white cannot crawl. White's next move is only this one, the only reasonable move in this position. And for black, there is also only one reasonable move. So you can simplify it in your mind and imagine that these two moves were played. Now you count the local result and you see that white has 1 point and black has only 1/3 of a point, because potentially black could start the ko. So the local result is 2/3 for white. If black answered, then white and black would have the same number of points, but if white continues, then white has 2/3 of a point more. So the continuation is worth 2/3 of a point. So again, using the addition method, the value of the hane is 3 points of a sure gain, plus the continuation divided by 2. 2/3 divided by 2. 3 plus 1/3. 3 and 1/3. Well, maybe in your games you don't need to remember such small fractions, but it's useful to know that a hane in the corner is a little bit bigger than a 3 points move. Now we move to the last example. Well, you might think, isn't it just black's privilege? Black plays hane, white blocks, black connects, and white needs to connect. But if you look closer at this position, realizing that it is located in the corner and black's continuation is not very big, you might start thinking that maybe black's move is not completely sente. To know if it is sente, you need to count the value of the continuation. Sure gain is clear. It is 3 points. And is the continuation worth at least 6 points? Now it's your time to check it. So it's a bit difficult to count it exactly, but we can expect that after this cut, white will play Atari, black will capture, and then white's territory will decrease by 1, 2, 3, 4 points, right? We compare with this, white has 4 points less, and black has 1 more point because black captured white's stone. So by capturing white's stone in the corner, black for sure gains 5 points. But then there is also this unclear border on the first line, like black could play this hane, and then white needs to answer. Then on the other hand, it will be white's privilege to capture black's stone, and black will need to connect. As a result, white doesn't have this 1 point of territory, but white captured a ko, so white has 2/3 of a point. If you count all of this very precisely, then you will reach the conclusion that black's capture of white's stone in the corner is worth 5 1/3 of a point, which means that the first hane was not completely black's privilege. It wasn't sente. It is just a 3 points move with a continuation of 5 1/3. So the value of it is 3, sure gain, plus 5 1/3 divided by 2. That's in total 5 2/3. Alright, so here you saw how to count values of moves in real game situations, and this is Go Magic.
By the way, you can also watch these lessons on our platform, gomagic.org. Except there, you'll watch them with interactive quizzes right within the lessons and practical exercises right after them. And if you enjoy watching these Go videos and you don't want to miss others like this one, go smash that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and this is Go Magic.